Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be showing you how I apply my false eyelashes. It's a common question that I get, so I thought I would go ahead and do a video on the products I use and the eyelashes I love and just some tips and tricks on how to get this look. So if you want to see this video, then just keep watching. Look, you wanted to make an appearance today. Hi. So cute. He wants to talk to you about eyelashes. He's so cute. He's so cute. Oh, he's so lovable. Like falling asleep in my arms. Alright, Mama's gotta go back to work. I'm so happy that you're back with me today. So I'm going to be talking about eyelash extensions. These are ones that you can either buy at the drugstore or professional brands and you apply them yourself. So I get a lot of questions about how I apply my false eyelashes, and I thought it would be a good idea to do a video on how I get my look and kind of talk about the different price ranges and different types of eyelashes. So these are Kiss eyelashes, the ones I'm going to be using today. These are a drugstore brand, and this was a 5-pair pack that was about $8, so really affordable price that gives you pretty natural looking lashes without the expense of spending 50 bucks on a pair of lashes. I mean, you can literally spend for one pair of lashes 50 bucks, and they're usually mink lashes, and those are meant to look even more natural. And I think that they are really pretty and they are usually good quality lashes, but I don't feel for me that that is something that I want to do, is put out that amount of money for just the strip eyelashes. If I'm going to put that amount of money into lashes, I'm going to have them professionally done, because within $100 to $200 range, which is more on the lower end, they can go all the way up to $400 to get eyelash extensions put in. But after that, usually to refill them, it's between about $40 to $60 to get them done. And I'm usually paying a little more on the lower end to get them filled. So for me, it makes more sense if I'm going to put out that amount of money to get the eyelash extensions professionally done. I'm not going to be spending that kind of money on the strip, but that's just my personal preference. I know a lot of people that use the strip because they don't want to commit to having eyelash extensions constantly maintained, and it is pricey. It is pretty addicting, honestly. When I first got them done, I loved it, and it's actually one of my favorite things to get done. But beauty-wise, I love eyelashes. I don't have nice ones whatsoever. Mine are very straight, and no matter what I try, they really don't curl very well. But with the assistance of a strip of eyelashes, they really do help to curl my natural eyelashes. So I just love everything about them. And for me, I think that it's very affordable, and you can reuse these quite often. It's not, I just wear them once and I throw them away. I continuously use them, and sometimes when you're like reapplying the glue, it tends to clump at the strip. So you can easily just pull that off and then just continue to use them. That's the only thing about them. Now, if you're using a lot of heavy mascara, it can hurt the longevity of the false eyelashes. You can just see that it will just start to clump and clump and clump. I think at that point you should just switch out and get a new pair of lashes. Those are just all the things that I like about false eyelashes. I think that they really complete your look. I mean, if you could see I have my whole face done and my hair is done, but there's just something missing. Once you have the false eyelashes, I feel like it's just complete. So I really like that, and I can't say enough great things about false eyelashes. Let me go ahead and get into how I apply them, and I will talk about the glue that I use to apply them. This is the glue that I use. It's the Duo glue. A drugstore brand glue. I love this stuff. I think it works wonderfully. The only thing I've switched with this is it comes in a white tone, and I think this is just a dark tone. And I switched to this because I found that it blends really well when you're applying it to the strip, because obviously this is dark, So why not use a dark color and put it on there? It blends so much better. When I put it on my actual eyelid, it really does blend well. Where I found when I was using the white glue, sometimes it uses a little bit of a leaf residue on your eyelash, and then you kind of take an extra step to blend it in. So I just eliminated that step and started using the dark tone, and I have not gone back. I use this no matter what skin tone you're using because it blends so much better with the lash. So that's just one little tip I have, something that I changed to, and I can't say enough great things about the step. First step that you want to do when you get your eyelashes right out, you want to measure and make sure that it fits your eyelashes. You don't want a ton of excess lashes outside of the natural shape of your eye. It's not going to look as natural if you do that. So what you want to do, take your eyelash and you're going to line it up with your eye. And these are already cut, so these line up perfectly. So this is just an example of how your lashes should not extend past here. And if they do, what you're going to do is you're just going to cut them. You're just going to cut off a couple lashes, and that's it. Snip, snip. Make sure you measure it. I think that's a step a lot of people forget, and they tend to just look not as natural because there are just so many eyelashes that are just sticking out all by themselves. They're just, the strip is extending out past your eye. It just doesn't look great. So if you want a more natural look, try to not do that. And all you have to do to fix that problem is to cut off as many eyelashes as it takes to make it line up with your eyelid. So after you do that, you're going to want to take your duo glue, and this is what the color is. I don't know if you're going to be able to see that. You are going to take your eyelash and just put a thin layer of glue on the strip. Just like this. And some people like to apply these with special applicators or apply it with their tweezers. I like to just apply it with my fingers. That's just me. And I just like to line it up with the outer part of my eyelid and get it as close as you can to your lash line without putting them right on your lashes. And you're just going to press it right in. The hardest area to get to stick is usually in the corner of your eye here. Just a tip, you can take a cotton swab and just dab a little bit of the duo glue on it, and you could just put a tiny little dot right here, in addition to putting the duo glue all over your strip and stick it on. That really helps to keep that from moving. So if you're having trouble getting it down. So there's that one. And what I like to do is let it dry a little bit before I curl it, because I've had issues in the past with trying to curl it right after I put the eyelash strip on, and then it tends to rip the strip right off. So I like to wait a little bit. I'd say about 30 seconds and it's fine. But in the meantime, I'm just going to move right on over to my other side here. Another tip for you is with your lashes, they tend to be shorter and then get longer. The longer side is going to be what's on the corner of your eye. So make sure you're applying them that way. And again, we're just going to repeat the same step that we did on this side. We're going to measure. So you're going to take the lash and see if it's too long. And this actually looks like it's a little bit long. You can see, this is a great example actually, that when I put it on, that it extends a little too far for my eyelid. just a tiny bit too long. So what I'm going to do is I have special scissors for my eyelashes. I just can't find them right now. So I'm just going to use regular scissors. And all I'm going to do is just trim on the longer end of the lash. So make sure you're cutting the ones off on the end, not the ones in the corner. Just snipping literally a couple eyelashes off. It's always better to just do a couple at a time than cut too much off, because then you just ruin your whole lash. So these particular ones, they're already different heights, the strips, so it's very natural. I really like these. Some eyelashes you'll see are literally just bluntly cut straight across. Those are not as natural, so I would say stay away from those. It's perfectly lined up on my lid, so now I'm going to go back with my duo glue, and I'm going to put a thin strip of glue. And the other thing I like to do, which I actually forgot to do on this one, is to just blow on the glue a little bit. But you want it to get a little bit tacky so it's not super runny, and that will help it to stick better to your lid. Okay, I'm gonna go right in, put it on the outer corner first, and work your way in, getting it as close to the lashes as you can. That's it. So now I'm going to go back with my eyelash curler back to this side and look, it perfectly does it, comes right off. Now if I were to do it right away on this side, I guarantee you it would rip right off. It's not worth it. Just give it a little bit of time to set. And if you find they're too long, you can always go back and trim them a little bit, but these are, I'm telling you, pretty full. So as you can see, if these are the kind of lashes that you would want, then I definitely recommend getting Kiss in the style name Shy. And I'm going to take my mascara. I've been using this Benefit They Are Real mascara. I don't like to take the mascara all the way through my lashes. I like to just get it right where the false eyelashes meet my natural lashes, so that my natural lashes will blend with my false eyelashes. I have a little more of a blonde tint to my natural eyelashes, so I have to make sure it's blended well. I'm going to take my mascara on this side and blend in my real lashes. Now sometimes if you don't get close enough to your natural eyelash line, then you will need to take, which I don't have any right now, but you'll take eyeliner and just lift your eyelash here and just smudge it under here. That will blend it right in. So that is the final look. It's pretty easy, really simple. I know that it's a little daunting if it's your first time trying it, but it's something that you can easily get used to with a few practices. I'm telling you, this is a really good glue, very easy to use, and I definitely recommend making sure you blow on your eyelashes before you put them on so that the glue gets a little bit tacky and it's a little easier to work with. Otherwise, if you put it on your lash and you put it on right away, the glue's a little too wet, so it's slipping all around and it's a little harder to work with. So I would say if you're more of a beginner, to make it a little more tacky, but even then I'm not a beginner and I still like to do that. I just actually forgot to do it on this side, but it turned out fine. I didn't have a problem with it slipping around, but I've had that problem in the past. Yeah, that's it. So if you have any questions, feel free to leave a comment down below, and I hope you'll go and you'll try this yourself at home, and I thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye.